Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? Guys, we are getting so much different stuff within all these shows that we are watching, and I honestly feel like there isn't too many like actual bad shows anymore. Like they're not only keeping up with like people who can tell really good stories with these new animes and these older animes still with like so much more to give. As for this show that I'm watching, it's been out I was watching um, since I was watching that time I was reincarnated as a slime. So I know for a fact um, that some of these shows are just like ridiculously good at what they do, and to think that I'm still trying to figure out what could possibly happen overall in some of these shows that I've been watching for a minute. Feels pretty good. Um, Sometimes I can just like call out stuff, but as of lately, they've been doing so well with it that if I were to try to call it out, I might not get it right. And that's usually why I don't go out of my way to be like, oh, this is for sure gonna happen because I can see it now, unless it's really obvious. And there's been some shows that it's been like that, and I stop watching them, or I watch them sometimes because some of the shows are pretty still like they're decent, but at the same time, I can't make reviews on them because I'm not passionate about it, in my opinion. So if I make something I'm not passionate about, it wouldn't be nearly as long or me thinking about the stuff as much as it would just be me throwing out a video that might not end up being all that great to even tune into. So um, I like to think that all the shows that I get to watch, excuse me, I'm getting sick. I hope I don't get too sick, but all the shows I like to watch, I really hope that sooner or later they're going to, get the just desserts they need. Like this show in this week, we get to see just like how animatronics truly would be with personalities and just what is the overall takeaway from um, the growth of not just having them be mindless and wanting to make people smile, but at the same time just being out there destroying humans. But it looks like now we're getting um, a little bit of what would they be like if they had certain traits, and it all just comes down now to like who did they get their traits from? Like seemingly these people got their traits from a martial. One was like a martial artist. One was like a pretty cautious person. Like all these different things are seemingly coming from these original bodies that we see towards the end of the episode, and kind of gives me the understanding of what the show might be doing with these original bodies in the sense of they might be like super broken humans at one point and now they're sharing uh, their mind in the body of like these animatronics, which is why they have their personalities in the first place, which maybe if they can speak to some of that things that the humans had going for them, that makes the animatronics not so much animatronics anymore. They could speak to that aspect or something. Maybe they can reach them, but I doubt it, man. I really doubt it. Like, these animatronics have their own way of looking at things, and it doesn't look like they really care to change that anytime soon. So, I don't know. Overall, though, the show is truly, truly summing up to being something that I wanted to see. Um, the only thing that I had bad with this was, imagining how this girl who lets the main character, the kid, off and pretty much was going to take on these like beasts. I was like, come on, girl, you know you can't win this fight. What are you gonna do? So the whole time I was just really curious of what she could do. Running away, she finds one of the animatronics that was with Lady Francine, quote unquote, our girl, and because he's met with her, like just because she's talking to them and giving them some idea of what they could be instead of what they are now, it gives us a good understanding of why they're helping and why they actually go out on uh, on their actual feelings, even though Lord Faceless helped fix them and gave them purpose again somehow. But then Lady Francine shows up and takes that purpose away, or at least gives it a different purpose than working for him. So it's getting pretty interesting, but at the same time, uh, it feels like these animatronics are definitely just like placeholders because man, do these other bodies seem quite dangerous. Like knocking around the animatronics that could dodge and pretty much beat up anybody, and all of a sudden here these new bodies are with the animatronics like thought process and killing mentality, and here they come just beating the living crap out of whoever really shows up in their way. So I don't know where they're going to allow these other new animatronics that are helping us to go, but it feels like they might be in a very, very dangerous spot with how many overall characters there are. So we will see what they do for them. I expect nothing less of this show to like go above and beyond with how this all gets settled. So I hope you guys are ready for some crazy outcome that I start talking about when the show ends, because I feel like it has the potential to just do something wild because it can. Um, oh, that's right, this guy's buffed. I'm trying to fight him. But if they don't, I wouldn't be surprised if it could end pretty traditionally, like a big battle and one person wins, and that's how it ends. But I feel like the overall reasoning behind the battle will be a lot bigger than anybody ever would suspected, which is what this show's been kind of doing for me, is throwing things that I never really thought would be in there, and because they are, it gives me hope that they'll continue to build on the story and narrative that they've created for themselves. So overall, guys, I hope you have a great night, evening, morning, whatever the case you're watching this. But I have a video that I've been sitting on for a while, and it looks like Thursdays are kind of open days for me to be able to throw in shows that don't necessarily make it on the days that they're released. So that's at least a good sign. So I'll probably be dropping at least 2 videos. So if you are trying to see that second video, have the notification bell on so you get instantly notified when that drops. But yeah, I really do enjoy Circus, and I'm pretty sure with how the main character is going down and seeing the main bodies, I'm pretty sure something is about to pop off very, very wild. Just by the way that they were kind of introducing the end of this episode, kind of gave me that feeling that something that we haven't really been told yet is going to happen. So can't wait to see it, and I hope you guys are here to talk about it with me. So with that, I'll talk to you guys later. All right, peace.